All right, guys, I'm going to show you 5 things I learned after spending thousands of dollars on mentorship programs and on especially high ticket sales. And this is going to be extremely useful for those that are introverted, don't have the thousands of dollars to invest. I'm just going to share it with you so that way you can learn it and start implementing so you can start putting up the reps. Because that's one thing they did not teach me about it in the program. Rep, rep, rep every single thing. Okay. But the first thing I want to share to you is objection handling. So this is a screenshot of my first ever sale. I closed a guy through a payment plan because if you can appreciate what this situation is in the modern day society, not everyone has finances. High ticket essentially means dropping a large amount to get a return on investment in the future. So objections are just clients' concerns. So objection handling occurs when you mention the investment. So for this case, it was a 4K coaching program. And what I learned after being a high ticket closer for this offer, a lot of people didn't have enough money. In particular, most likely in this niche, it was a younger audience. And generally, with a lot of young audience, they're not going to be dropping thousands of dollars. But it's your job to help them get to their goals. That's the whole purpose of being a high ticket closer. Because if you don't have that mindset to help, people are going to smell your commission breath. What is that? You're just going to, people just don't want you to take their money. People are very risk adverse, so they'll find any reason not to achieve their goal. And that's the limiting belief that you are battling with as a closer. And not just that, you're not just a closer, you're a leader. And what I mean by a leader is that you're asking really strong questions to get into deep, uncomfortable conversations that people aren't willing to have. Because sometimes when you're talking to prospects, it's probably their first time that they're sharing you these goals because it's very uncomfortable sharing the fact that you want to get rich, you want to retire your parents, you hate your job, you want to get out of your 9 to 5. Why would you want to share that in public? I mean, you can, but why would you want to share it to your boss? Or why would you want to share it to your family, especially if they're going to be like, why do you want to make money online? Okay. So the two most common objections are fear and finances. And the reason why is because when you drop the investment, like mine was 4K USD, and if I was selling overseas, that's way more money. People are going to be shocked. You should be okay with that emotion. I'm being like, well, 4K is a lot of money. I mean, you should be expecting that. A lot of people, or close, they just be like, yeah, is that going to be okay? No. You are the leader, and you're going to be like, yes, it is a lot of money. Just don't talk for a couple of seconds. Let them run that through because they're going to be like, okay, let me think about it. Or it's too much money. Let's address the first one. Yeah, sure. Not a problem. For me to best serve you, what is coming up to make you want to think about it? Oh, it's just that I need a couple of days. I don't make decisions on the spot. Not a problem. What makes you think this decision is on the spot? Oh, because I just met you and I want to make sure that, this all makes sense to me. And, well, you just said something really important. What makes you think this is a decision you're making on the spot? Because haven't we been thinking about this for a very long time now, based on what you were saying to me five minutes before? You've wanted this for the last 6 to 12 months. So what makes you think this is on the spot? Well, I just don't want to make a decision on the spot. Well, can I ask you a question? Did you have breakfast today? Yeah. Did you know what you wanted to make? No. Well, what did you make? I had bacon and eggs. Well, did you make that decision on the spot? Yes. So we know that you could make a decision on the spot because you made breakfast. But why can't you make a decision right here, right now? Yeah, because it's a lot of money. Boom. All right, so you found the truth. It's finances. Okay, so based on what I'm saying, Do you actually feel like this program can get you to your goals? Yes. Why do you think you can get to your goals? X, Y, Z. Okay, if you know these get to your goals, all right, do you actually feel like you can do this by yourself, knowing that I presented you with this potential vehicle to get you to your goals? No. Why don't you think you can do it by yourself? Oh, it's going to take a really, really long time. I need that mentorship. I need that community around me just to have that certainty that I'm going in the right direction. That's the most important thing. We want to make sure you have the community to make sure that you're around like-minded people, and you've got a coach to keep you accountable. Because I'll be honest with you, how many people are doing things by themselves and they have that kind of thought of just not knowing or having someone to reach, having that option, having someone to reach out to. In that's the most important thing. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Okay, based on what I'm saying, or based on what you've said, is finances the only thing stopping you from moving forward? Yes. Okay. Would you be open to have an honest conversation on finances then? Yes. Okay. So I know it's really important for you to get out of your job or get to that 10K a month mark. Okay. So in order for me to help you, how much are we left with liquid cash after all expenses are paid for? Or, 1.5K, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Look, I don't do this for everyone. So please, if you do go with this, I do not want you sharing this with the people inside the community, because the most important thing is I want you in the group learning and starting to get taking steps to your goals, taking steps and actions to get to your goals. Okay? Yes. Now I can break the investment down into bite-sized pieces. Would that be reasonable for you? Yes. Okay. So this is pretty much how I broke it down. A lot of people in this age don't have the money. So I've closed so many people with payment plans. I know a lot of people hate the fact they are splitting their commissions in the payment plans. But if you just think, if you are there to help someone, who cares if it's a PIF, a payment paid in full, or payment plan? You're there to help people. Okay? So this is how I closed my first ever person client and got $1,000 cash collected for the company. That's $100 after an hour's worth of work. USD after 2 months of training. Like, what kind of university teaches that? You need 4 years worth of like education to get into a degree, spend 6 months looking for a job, and then 3 or 4 years of experience to hit $100 an hour pay rate. I just did this in 6 months. So sales is so powerful. If you know how to sell, as they say, it's such a strong skill to have. And I'm saying this from an introvert. I'm nowhere near charismatic or extroverted, but the fact that I'm repping every single time, even just talking over on a camera, that's a skill. It took me ages to start doing raw edits and then posting on YouTube because I was so subconscious about my ums, my ahs, and didn't know what to say. But that just comes from reps. I need to be doing more reps because this is not the finished product. I am going to get it even better. But this is what you need to be doing if you want to improve with your communication skills. So when it comes to objections, they're just concerns. So the sequence that I do with objections is just clarify. Okay, is this concern, is this the only thing stopping you? Is fear the only thing stopping you from moving forward? Is finances the only thing stopping you from moving forward? Yes. Okay, let's solve it together. Be on their side to solve together. Most commonly, it becomes like an argument between do it, do it, do it. I'm scared. I'm scared. That's what the prospect's saying. So be on their side. Okay, what are you concerned about? Oh, something happened in the past. I don't have enough money. I don't know if I'll get to my goals. Okay, address it together. We can't address the future. I can't change the past. But what we can do is make an informed decision to make sure we set you up to, to take actionable steps to lead into the future. There are things that we can do now. People want to be led. People want to have that confidence. People want that permission. So I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube. People are buying permission or facilitation. When it comes to coaching program, people want permission to put money to learn. People want to be facilitated. That's mentorship. That's community. People want to facilitate their learning. People don't want to be learning by themselves. Facilitation is accountability. I got into this sales mentorship program and I was accountable from everyone and I was keeping everyone else accountable. That's my rant for today. There's so much more, 5 more things, but I just want to leave it at that because people need to know that objections are just concerns. During the first component of when you're talking on a sales call, it's called pre-handling. So you hear things that you're like, oh, I know this is going to come up in objections. People want to, you can hear it. People want to talk about money. Just hold up. Before we continue, are you in a situation where you can invest in yourself? I don't know. Address that first. One thing about discovery, which is the first section of your sales call, people are not keen to go into the hard, difficult conversations. It's because they're uncomfortable and they can kind of be awkward. I mean, yeah, if you don't build the rapport, people aren't going to trust you. They're not going to give you that answer quickly. They're going to smoke screen it. That's why building rapport is so important. You've got to massage them in to knowing why they're on the call. They don't want to call because one, they need help, and two, they're likely going to pay if the help is worth taking. So if you address those things, you've been halfway of the battle. All right, we're past the 10-minute mark. I'll be diving way more deeper into the 4 other components in another video. But hey, I've got to go to work. I've got to do more cold outreach. I've got to set up my own offer. You guys need to put up reps, either 100 minutes into making content, cold outreach, or just practicing your craft. Okay, to all the 30-year-olds out there, I'm 32 and I'm up against all these 20-year-olds. Go get it.